Saudi Arabia has recently announced a groundbreaking project called theline, a mirror glass skyscraper that will run parallel through 170 kilometers of desert, coastal, and mountain landscapes, costing the country $1 trillion. The line is designed to be a whole city with two parallel skyscrapers, each 500 meters high, and is expected to accommodate 9 million residents. In this video, we will look at specific facts and analyze whether this project is just a high-profile PR stunt or whether it has a future. We will also consider the fierce competition between the countries of the Arab Peninsula and analyze previous high-profile projects that everyone has forgotten about. Let's get started. Saudi Arabia is the largest country in the Arabian Peninsula, and its neighbors are Kuwait, Qatar, the UAE, and others. All these countries have one common problem. Oil production brings a lot of money, and analysts predict that it will last another 20 to 30 years. The global consumption of oil as an energy resource is gradually decreasing, and green energy should come instead. Each country began to propose its own action plan, a vision of a future without oil. Infrastructure is one of the mega projects that the whole world is talking about. In Saudi Arabia, such a mega project is NEOM, which will focus on biotechnology, robotics, and green energy. It'll include 3 cities, one of which is the line. The line is assumed to become a link between the Red Sea coast and the northwest of Saudi Arabia. It is visually a long and high rectangular mirror wall extending beyond the horizon, occupying an area of 34 square kilometers. The project is designed to accommodate 9 million inhabitants and will have full access to all necessary public amenities on foot and by high-speed rail with a 20-minute transit. An important component of the project is its ecological purity for the environment. The line will not pollute the environment with carbon dioxide emissions and other types of waste. It is accepted that the energy supply of the task will be completed to the detriment of the world's biggest efficient energy power plant, as well as other sustainable sources, sun-based, wind, and so on. On account of this task, Saudi Arabia intends to make 380,000 new positions and increment the country's gross domestic product by about $50 billion. Another ambitious goal is to attract 100 million visitors a year and keep Saudi Arabia in competition with other tourist areas of the Persian Gulf, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi. Nonetheless, numerous pundits have communicated worries about the venture's plausibility. One of the central issues is fossil fuel byproducts. The materials used for the development of such an undertaking will prompt roughly 1.8 million tons of fossil fuel byproducts, which is more than the yearly fossil fuel byproducts in numerous European territories. Although NEOM is exploring environmentally friendly technologies, it remains to be seen whether they can reduce carbon emissions to zero in time. Moreover, foreign investors and businessmen are concerned about the ultra-conservative investment climate in the country, which despite recent reforms, remains the strictest in the region. This may make the project unattractive to Westerners. Environmentalists are also concerned about how a 500-meter-high mirror barrier reflecting desert heat and light and crossing the landscape for 170 kilometers will affect the local flora. Saudi Arabia already has a history of abandoned mega projects that serve as another grave for billions of dollars in infrastructure investments. In addition to the above-mentioned Jeddah Tower, there is the Economic Cities Program of 2006, which was supposed to provide 4.5 million residents by 2020 and diversify the economy. But since then, the projects have stalled, and today the flagship of the program, the Economic City of King Abdullah, has only 4,000 inhabitants. The neighbors' projects are not perfect as well. In Kuwait, there are comatose mega projects with Madinat Al Harir, an inactive mega project with a skyscraper 1,001 meters high and a 36-kilometer bridge, and between Qatar and Bahrain, Jisr Al Mahaba, an abandoned construction plan of a 40-kilometer dam. Therefore, there are doubts about whether the line will repeat the fate of these projects. The lack of time is also a significant concern. Most mega projects are created over a long period. After all, unforeseen circumstances often appear that can simply freeze the project. But with successful implementation, humanity gets another miracle of the world at the exit, which will delight more than one generation of descendants. On the other hand, the theline project fascinates us with the scale. This is a step into the future, just like Elon Musk conquered space. The planners and designers intend to create a new and exemplary urban development that will take Saudi Arabia to a post-carbon future. But from the point of view of planning and construction, it'll require huge willpower, financial weight, and capabilities. And does Saudi Arabia have it? The Line is a groundbreaking project with ambitious goals. It has the potential to be a post-carbon urban development and generate economic growth for Saudi Arabia. However, it also faces significant challenges and criticisms, such as carbon emissions, the investment climate, the impact on flora and fauna, competition with neighbors, and previously abandoned mega projects. The lack of time and unforeseen circumstances may also affect its implementation. So the question remains whether this is all a huge soap bubble or whether we will see a new wonder of the world. Only time will tell.